Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Asking Singaporeans. And since general elections are coming up really soon, today we're hitting the streets to find out how much Singaporeans know about the general elections as well as whether they're truly ready. Let's go! So are y'all like first time voters, second time voters?
Second. First time.
Second. First time.
Okay. You know that general elections are coming up very soon, right? Are you feeling ready?
Yes and no. Yes, cause I want to see change. No, cause I think it's not going to be much change.
So today we're gonna put you to the test and see how much you know about general elections.
Oh god, I will probably fail, but we'll see.
Do you guys know which party and which members are running in your GRC?
Mine is PAP and SPP.
Do you know any of the members?
He Chong. How do you pronounce? He just appeared yesterday on a debate.
I think mine is SDP and PAP. I only know the PAP one is Ong Ye Kong, I think.
So I'm at Jalan Besar. Of course, you have PAP, and I think it's the PAR, something like that.
Do you know any members who are running in your GRC?
Josephine Teo.
Oh?
Other than that, no. Don't know the opposition at all.
Which GRC are you from?
Masing UT.
Oh!
So PM Lawrence Wong
Okay. Oh.
and team. And also, I think Arifin Shah and Jijin Wong.
Which GRC are you from?
Potong Pasir, People's Voice, PAP and PSP, I believe.
What issues matter to you as a voter?
The key thing is the cost of living in Singapore, but I also understand that it's not an easy thing to address for the opposition or the incumbent party. And also, I think we should take care of minority groups a little bit more, whether it's in terms of religion and race, and also, LGBT communities as well.
GST lor. I think the GST is
agree
too
on that.
crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I feel like a lot of Singaporeans are struggling with their
Cost of
daily
living?
cost of living. Yes, I think housing bring the age lower for the
For
singles. Yeah, for single people.
I think for me, GST.
Okay.
I hope they reduce the GST.
Saying GST is a big issue that I'll be looking at. And housing mostly.
What exactly about housing are you concerned about?
Actually, I also not so sure, but I feel like it's getting more expensive lah. So,
Especially
and then
BPO, right?
Yeah.
Support for young families, dealing with inflation.
So you mentioned about support for young families.
Yeah.
So what do you think you would want to see being implemented?
I think what the PAP has already announced so far, the changes to paternity and shared parental leave, I think it's a step in a good direction. Maybe a bit more financial support, especially if the cost of living increases.
A lot of things matter to me,
Okay.
but I think the number one thing is representation, especially as a Malay Muslim. I think that's a big thing within our community right now. And one of the main things, I guess, some controversial topics like the war ongoing overseas and stuff like that. But otherwise, it's more of understanding the future in terms for minorities, especially. How are we further represented in Parliament, and of course, how we improve our way of life as minorities in Singapore. Yeah.
If you could implement a policy, what would it be and why?
Whoa,
Suddenly you become MP.
Alamak, saya become MP. I should go on a party, right?
I think nothing to do with government. I think more of like company, but maybe one less work day.
Why would you want to implement that policy?
I don't know. I feel like we spend too much time at work.
I think more work-life balance. I feel like Singaporeans are too stressed already. And then everybody can have a longer weekend. Then maybe be more energized for the next week.
Businesses might be against me right now, but I think for this work week, also my employer is like looking at me proudly. But for this work week, I think that will be amazing. Obviously, it's not very practical as of right now in Singapore, but I've heard other countries actually do that, and productivity has increased at their end as well.
Well, I think a policy or at least a practice of limiting HDB resale prices would be good. It is a bit of a tough issue, I think, but I think something needs to be done, especially for the younger generation. How to go about it is
Another question
yeah, it's
lah.
totally another question. Yes.
Maybe the easiest answer is to maybe not allow so many foreign rich people to buy property in Singapore to drive up the property prices. I think that definitely hurts Singaporeans.
Has it affected you in any way?
I mean, for sure, both in terms of rent and property prices. I would love to see progression towards same-sex marriages, or at least an open conversation about that.
We're gonna have some quick fire questions for you guys to see whether you can identify party logos.
Oh my god.
Oh no, I don't think I can, but okay.
Okay, but we'll see lah, we'll see. First one.
No idea.
Have you ever seen this before?
I probably have, but no.
PPP.
Yeah.
You sure?
Oh my god.
Is that?
Singapore Progress Party? Singapore
No.
People's Party.
SDP? No?
No.
Oh, PSP.
Okay, nice. So what does that stand for?
Progress Singapore Party.
Wow. Got S and P, but the order wrong.
PSP.
Yes! Do y'all know what it stands for?
PlayStation Portable.
Oh, it's the PlayStation sounding one.
I mean,
Is that PSP? Is it PSP?
yes.
PSP.
Do you know what it stands for?
No, Progress.
Okay. Majulah Singapura.
Oh, Progress Singapore Party?
Yes!
My God,
Good
okay.
job. Next logo.
Workers' Party.
Workers' Party.
Workers' Party.
Very nice.
Workers' Party.
Yes.
Let's all be honest. We all know who these are. Workers' Party.
Very good. Okay, next one.
Oh, PAP.
PAP stands for?
People's Action Party.
Very good.
People's Action Party.
People's Action Party.
People Actions Party.
PAP.
Which stands for?
Progress. Oh no! People Action Party. Sorry.
Very
sorry.
Wah, scare me for a
Alamak,
moment,
controversial
ah.
lah. Alamak, dah liao.
Next one.
PAR? No.
No. Does this logo look familiar to you?
Yes, but I can't remember.
Okay, I'll give you the short form.
Okay.
SDP,
Or Singapore Democratic Party.
SDP.
SDP. Yeah.
which stands for?
Singapore Democratic Party.
Very good.
Singapore Democratic Party.
Very good.
Singapore Democratic Party, I think.
Wow.
Yeah, GRC. I have to know
Oh,
my
okay, they are
people.
running in your GRC.
Yeah, we have to know that.
Next one.
Looks like a Taiwanese one. I have no idea.
Oh, like the Taiwanese flag.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I don't even know this one.
You need a hint?
I don't know how much hint you can give me.
Okay,
But we'll see.
I give you the short form.
Go on.
NSP.
I cannot. I don't know. N is what?
Think
Not
so.
Singapore Party. I don't know
Something
what's
to do.
happening.
I suppose this would be Red Dot United.
That is an opposition party, but this is not the logo. NSP. Alright.
National
Okay.
Solidarity Party.
Wow! National Solidarity Party.
Ah, okay.
Have you seen this
I've
logo
seen
before?
the logo before, but I don't know the name.
Next one.
Audi. This is mine.
Heineken Audi.
Oh my god!
Audi Heineken, I don't know.
Oh my god! That's exactly what
Oh, really?
everyone has been saying.
Yeah.
This
Olympic
one,
ring. Party.
the short form for this is SDA.
Singapore Democratic Alliance.
Wow!
A is what? Agency ah?
I don't think any party will call themselves an agency. We form an
Alliance.
yes.
There you go.
So you have learned something new today.
I certainly have.
But there's actually more to this. There's a lot of other opposition parties.
And a lot of independent as well.
That's right. We're gonna see how well you know general election abbreviations and terms. First abbreviation, GRC.
Group Residential Constituency.
Very close. Very close.
No.
Group something constituency.
Okay, you're on the right track.
Grass. Root. Oh.
Wow, it's like a few people running for it,
Jack.
right?
What? 3 people.
You like that? I don't know.
Group Representative Constituency.
Very nice. It's like multiple people. So
Okay.
it's a
Group.
okay.
Representative. Constituency. Huh?
Group representation constituency.
Okay lah. Close lah. Guys, don't flame me.
But it's not grassroots,
Oh, sorry.
now you know, now
Sorry.
you know. SMC.
Single member constituency.
Single Member Constituency.
Single member constituency.
Yes! Wow!
Meanwhile,
Why am I so bad at this? I only know SME.
What's SMC?
You see, you don't know right? You don't know right? I don't know lah.
Single member
Okay.
constituency.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
MP.
Minister of Parliament. Okay, wait, I feel so stupid.
No.
Members of Parliament.
Yeah.
Member of Parliament.
Member of Parliament.
Oh, don't know. No lah, members of
Don't lie.
parliament lah.
Very
Members of parliament.
good. NMP.
Nominated member of Parliament?
Wow!
Nominated Member of Parliament.
Star student eh.
Nominated members of parliament.
Good job.
Really ah?
Good job.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I give you the answer. It's nominated. Nominated members of parliament. Next one. NCMP. So
Non-committee member of Parliament?
very close.
Non-constituent member of parliament.
Okay, the first one is
Non-constituency.
Yeah.
Non-constituency members of Parliament.
Very good.
Non-constituency Member of Parliament.
He's the first one today to get all 5 correct. Next up, I'll be presenting some terms related to the general elections. Then you help me to explain what these terms mean.
Wow.
What does walk over mean?
Means you Forfeit?
Not exactly.
When there's no competition.
Means like one party automatically win because the other parties they're not fighting.
Was it Marine Parade?
Correct.
Yeah.
Walkover is when there's no contest in district.
Very
And the only party who submitted a slate of candidates wins that district.
Very nice. So one example for this year is
Marine Parade. Is that
very
Marine Parade?
good. Manifesto.
Documentation of your policies.
That's right.
Basically, they set out their ideas of what they wish to do if they get elected.
What's that? What they want to implement when they win?
Okay.
Yeah.
Parliament dissolved.
I think before a general election. Or,
Correct.
Yeah, then they will dissolve the party so that after the voting, then they will resolve. No, not resolve.
Rebuild the members of parliament
Yes,
lah,
yes.
basically.
Oh, they are not allowed to do their MP duties.
They're no longer part of the parliament.
So when election is called, the MPs just stop work for parliament.
Yeah.
And then it will be reconvened when all the new MPs are re-elected again.
By election.
Every 2 years. Doesn't make sense.
You're thinking of bi-weekly.
2 elections. Kidding.
It happens every few years. I don't know actually. Actually, people say this many times, but I also don't know.
By-election happens when maybe a member of parliament resigns or maybe passes away, and then a new election is held outside of the general election cycle.
Okay, last one. Pretty common term, I would say. Gerrymandering.
I never hear before.
Oh,
Again.
gerrymandering.
We use it in a sentence.
Ha! Use it in a sentence. Ah.
You know before say this.
Is it like a meme, no? No, I don't know. I don't know.
Hot topic. Coming from Malaysia originally, there's a lot of gerrymandering there. But I guess there's a lot of gerrymandering everywhere. It's just a redesigning of constituencies to benefit, depends how you argue it, manipulate one party or another.
Very nice.
Yeah, I heard of it when it was the previous election.
Okay.
There was an issue where there was an extension of the covered area or something like that.
Gerrymandering refers to the practice of redrawing electoral boundaries to benefit one particular party or another.
I learned a new word today.
Okay. Gerrymandering.
Yeah.
Are you feeling ready for the general elections?
I guess, but whatever happens, happens. I won't be here to vote because I'll be traveling because of the long weekend.
So do you feel like more prepared to vote this Saturday?
Actually, I haven't done my homework yet. I was waiting for the rallies to listen up more.
So any final words of advice to people out there who will be voting as well?
Vote wisely.
Don't be influenced, just follow your heart.
Wow, very nice. Who are you all voting for this year?
Remember, whoever you're voting will be in parliament for the next few years. So don't vote because your friend tell you to vote, vote because you want to vote.
Don't believe everything that people say at face value. Go and do your own research. Obviously, political rallies are aimed at working up the crowd, right? I think it's important to find out more in depth about what individual parties want, what they plan to do. Vote without being scared.
Alright, that's it for today's episode of Asking Singaporeans. I think generally the people that we interviewed today do have basic knowledge of politics in Singapore, granted that they are first or second time voters. Polling day is still a few days away, so everyone still has time to do your research, read up, so that you guys can make an informed decision on your vote. So that is all for today's video, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!